Okay, so I just want to get this out quick. Unlike 104 and 984, which I told you guys the entire routes, the following information that I'm gonna tell you is something that it was like pass on info, and I don't know all the details. This is just what I heard. So I don't know if this is like accurate or not. The one thing to note is that their statements haven't really changed. So 82's extension, it's going to be via Serangoon Avenue 1. Again, I apologize if this ends up wrong, but they haven't really changed their statements or anything. So 82 is meant to be like this, and in the past, I have said that 81 is via Upper Serangoon Road, and then I was like, hey, maybe it's like this, right? But it turns out that 81, if it indeed gets extended to Bidadari, I think it's actually via Bartley Road and then Bidadari Park Drive, like this. Okay, pardon me, it's not the most accurate drawing, but it's meant to be like this. And then obviously, that other express service, I already told you it follows 107 and then it goes inside. That is like the original plan, but I don't know if that one has been shelved or like they're actually going to continue, like they're actually going to go ahead with it. And the reason why 81 could be like this instead of like this, it's actually because of one very simple reason. I apologize because this isn't the clearest image. It was sent to me in like low resolution, and what they're basically saying is that there will be two right turning lanes into Bidadari Park Drive, and then they also said that it'll be restricted to public bus services. So that means like during AM peak, only public buses are able to turn in. Any other time, other vehicles could turn in from here to here. So AM peak is for buses only. It's kind of like the Tampines Avenue 12 into Tampines North strategy, I think. Yeah, their current strategy, yes. So basically, I know this is like really unclear, but this is Bartley Road. Oops, sorry. And then to the west of it is Brattle Road, and this one is actually Bidadari Park Drive. And the top is actually Serangoon Avenue 1. Yeah, Serangoon Avenue 1. So basically they are saying that there would be two turning lanes that will be time restricted. I mean like it'll be bus only during AM peak, and any other time other vehicles are able to use this turn as well, but at least it shows us that like okay, we have two right turning lanes. And they say bus only, which means this, I mean technically it could be for future services as well, but based on what I've heard, like a year ago, I think this one should be for 81. It kind of makes sense, right? It's kind of to allow people from inside here to hub spoke to Bartley Road outside. You can transfer to like 28, 93, and all that kind of stuff, right? So yeah, I think. Oh, and 129 as well. Wait, does 129 even call these stops? I honestly forgot. I'm so sorry. Okay, 28 and 39. So 81 is meant to like hub spoke people from inside to the outside road, which is like Bartley Road. And 82 is basically just for connectivity, taking the straightest route inside, I think. So again, if they really wanted to justify the double-decker deployments, I mean, because right now there is like the 678/82 crossovers, right? If you actually wanted to make these double-deckers like worthwhile, you should actually extend 82 to Bidadari this method. I mean, this is what I heard anyway. It was just delayed beyond belief to the point where I don't know if 81 and 82 into Bidadari are still a thing or if that one's like a new service, like a completely new service. But I don't think so because it makes no sense to like introduce a new service that goes westbound like this. I mean, my friends have came up with like different ideas, but it's like at this point in time, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. This is a part whereby I don't know exactly, but logically speaking, both 81 and 82, they have to keep their connection to next. Just like how 104 keeps this side and doesn't keep this side of 43M. So all of them have to touch next. So, I mean, the way that they could do this is 81 just goes like, 81 just goes like this. Oh, sorry. Oh my god. 81 goes like this. I'm sorry, it's an uneven surface. 82 goes like this. 82, I think I'm gonna... Yeah, 82 goes like this. I mean, logically, you don't really need these bus stops because, I mean, there are already a lot of buses that are going from here to here, and then from here to here as well. So you could afford to actually give up on this bus stop. And yeah, I think that's about it. Here to here, there is actually only 53M currently. So when you extend 81 and 82 both directions, I mean, you extend both of them to Bidadari, and then you make them call Boundary Road and Serangoon Central both directions, you're actually helping 53M as well, because 53M at night especially, it doesn't really have like the best frequency. So the reason why 53M is useful is because there's a stop along Boundary Road, and they want to access this stop, or like this stop, right? And then there's only 53M, so this reduces the reliance on 53M basically. And then once again, I just want to point out, a lot of stupid bus enthusiasts have been saying, why not we extend 116 to Bidadari? Okay, the thing is, you already have 81 that goes like this. You already have 82 that goes like this. The reason why 116 loops in an anti-clockwise manner is it's a fast turnaround. So it's like this, turn around, and then turn around. And 116, it actually calls the opposite side of next and not the side that's gonna be congestion prone because of the taxi stand and something along those lines. This side of Serangoon Central, the southbound one, is like less crowded. And because of that, it facilitates a quick turnaround for 116. So to answer your questions one last goddamn time, 116 is not fucking extending to Bidadari. If you think it's extending to Bidadari, you are fucking dumb. But on a serious note though, I need you guys, those of you who genuinely don't know, to learn the concept of like quick turnarounds. And when you want quick turnarounds, you should prioritize left turns and not like, you know, right turns like this. The reason why this one goes right turn, I mean the reason why 81 and 82, they right turn is because they need the connectivity to next on the correct side of next. And these two, they just loop there. They don't really want to prioritize quick turnaround or anything. I mean, it's like, it's because these two services, they are medium distance, so they don't really have to prioritize like the quick turnaround. 116 is like a shorter distance service, so to avoid its frequency getting screwed up, it has to do this like quick turnaround anti-clockwise. Whereas any other service, it doesn't really have to do that, right? Okay, I'm sorry. I got the arrows for 43M wrong. It's not like this. 43M is like this. Okay, so yeah, you kind of get the point that like this side isn't really necessary because there's already like 76, and then this side isn't really necessary because there's like 103, 317 and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why they chose to let 104 go straight instead of like going like this. Because the main hub, which is where your MRT station and where your bus interchange nearby, it's at next, right? So every single service has to touch next. And in this case, it just so happens that it is okay to make them bidirectional. And then for those that loop, there's going to be no more 43M. So the ones that actually loop here, they will do it in the anti-clockwise direction, because you now have like this bus service already. I mean, you had 43M, but now you have all of these in both directions. So all the more these two, the ones that loop, they have to call at the less congested bus stop as opposed to like the more congested bus stop. So yeah. But then again, 81 and 82, I am not entirely sure if they would do this, but it just makes more sense for them to call next both directions as opposed to like. Actually, come to think of it, I might have made a mistake. I just realized. Uh, 82 is able to call both directions. 81, on the other hand, it doesn't really need to. Actually, there's a solution for 81. You make 81 call this pair of bus stops, right? The one that 14. Oh my god. The one that 147 and 853/M it calls, right? Upper Serangoon Road. You make 81 call this bus stop. You make 81 skip this one. Only 315 does this. And you make 81 call this bus stop. Unless you want to do it like 315, but then again, 315 doesn't call Upper Serangoon Road. So I don't know how they're gonna do this, but it's the bus stop stagger thingy. I'm not sure if they're gonna make 81 follow, like, again, if this amendment actually goes through. I'm not sure if they're actually gonna make it follow 147 853 or follow 315, or just make them call every single bus stop. I have no clue. They might actually have to make them call this bus stop, because 81, it loops like this currently clockwise. So to compensate the passengers that are coming from like Kovan, who are on board like 81, I think they actually have to call this bus stop. I think 81 could be like, I don't know if they're gonna call this bus stop here or not. I mean, the reason why 315 doesn't call it is because it goes inside Serangoon, but logically speaking, I think 81 would actually end up calling. It'll be the first service that comes from Upper Serangoon Road that actually, this part of Upper Serangoon Road and not this part, that actually calls all three bus stop pairs in history. So yeah, but that is assuming that the route of 81 is even correct in the first place.